Speaking, what's up, man? Did you take any trades today? You're gonna trade right now? No, I'm kind of waiting for a dip. I think first my first entry that I'm looking for is around 25264. 25264, 25200 for longs. I will try one short at 7,000. You can see at 7,000 the previous day. It was a really great area to short. I took a short here on some evals because all my funded accounts were already green. I could just try one long here. I do like this area. But if I want to hold it to the next level, it's gonna be like 100 points. So I don't think I'm gonna hold for that long. So I'm gonna wait for it to dip down here, like right here. I ended up taking some scalps right here at this support level just for like 10 points on my Lucid account. So that account is now, I think, 2 days from payout. So now I'm out. I'm wondering if I should enter a long here. I really just want to let it dip. I mean, if it dips anymore, I like the idea of holding on to some NQ longs. Let's see how we react to this candle. You're getting into trading strategies right now. What do you think is the best to learn when that applies most of the concepts? It really is up to you on what you want to learn, because I think every single trading strategy out there works, but you need to change it to make it profitable. And the example that I always give out to people is the orb strategy. So the orb strategy is historically 50-50, like it's a break-even trade, right? In the long run, you won't make any money and you won't lose any money. But there's some traders that will take an orb strategy and configure it to make it profitable. So that's something that you'll have to do. Any strategy out there works. An example is that you've probably heard of the term ICT, right? ICT traders. There's a bunch of ICT traders out there. Like, I'm sure 99% of ICT traders out there are not profitable, but there's also ICT traders that are profitable. Same thing with the orb strategy. There's orb strategy people that aren't profitable, and then there's orb strategy people that are profitable. So whatever strategy, you can just find out on YouTube and make it your own. I might try another scalp here on my funded next account. Okay, 6:45. U.S. and China discussed last week's preparation for high-level meeting on U.S. China trade between Besant and someone from China. That's probably where the volume came from right here. U.S. planned significant tech carve-out from next wave of chip tariffs. Oh, you heard about it? Most people hating on it. It's because it's the most people hate on it because the creator is like not a good trader at all. He doesn't know how to trade. That's why people hate on it. You saw some videos about it, but didn't like it that much. Never understood the hate. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't want to trade ICT, then you just have to choose another strategy out there. I'm gonna scalp right now with my front and next positions in a long, just to bet that this support area will hold, but we'll see. ES is super weak right now. Let's see if it wants to hold this area. All right, this is the area. I don't want it to overshoot much more than this. Quick little bounce, but my exit is like 60, 67-ish, 66-ish. I was a bit afraid to add on this dip. My entry was a little bit late. So let's see if we can get a little pop. If we can get to the 67, 68-ish range, I can take out about like 6K. And see if that pop has any signs of life. So I'm in long with NQ, and I like how NQ is a lot stronger than ES right now. You can see it's stronger by the fact that ES dipped all the way down here to the bottom of this wick, and NQ is not even close to there yet. It's, what is this, like 15, 17 points away? So if I were to be in long something, I'd feel safer being long in a NQ position. Let's hope that's not all the juice this has. Playing the winning game? Yeah. For my tossed up accounts, I am currently in a long here. Cost average 4.5. 345.50. Just a scalp for like 10 points. And if we get 55-ish, I can take out like a 6K payout today. $5,575. or 5556 actually. But a longer held position would be down here. 64 and also 200. I have two entries down here. Oh wait, it's almost at my take profit. One more little bump. I don't love the long, but I don't hate it. Like for 10 points, I guess I don't mind it. I'm pretty bullish though. I'm back to being bullish. We're above all my long-term lines. NQ needs like one more day to hit its long-term lines. Oh wait, I think we're almost here. 5-4. One more pop-up and then I can take a 6K payout. Let's get 5-7. Caught the same 4-6, 4-6-5-5. Yeah, I was just basically playing. I got my entry was late. It was down here. My entry was late. I mean, I got in like here. So not the best entry. If I had a better entry, I would have been out already. I think it just missed it. What was the high like? Oh, it was 5-8. Come on, one push. All right, there it is. Okay, I just secured what, like 2.5, 2.4, 2.4. So that's like another 6-ish K payout there. I have like a bunch of evals that I need to trade. But for those, I do like longer term holds. So for those, I'll be entering down here. Yeah, even if I got the most perfect entry, which is like down here, I'd still be holding the evals. So I'm gonna wait for those. But currently up like what, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Currently up above like about like 1300, just scalping this little dip for about 10 points here, 10 points there. I've been trying to practice my scalping so that way when I do get back to trading with Apex, I'll be better with the intraday trailing drawdown. So I've been scalping with like a bigger position. So these scalps were like 1 mini each. Starting off with like 5 micros and then adding another 5 on a dip. I could try scalping with these two now. I'll scalp with this one first. This one is further from payout, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. It's 2 days from payout. Could try scalping here. I don't have to look for 200 points like Fun and Next. Fun and Next, and I started a new firm. Someone recommended it to me. It was called like Funding Futures Family. They had a sale. It was like $48 for like a 50k eval. It has consistency, but if I'm practicing my scalping, it's decent. Scalp the heck out of it, get rich. Yeah, I gotta work on my scalping more. I mean, right now it's not a horrible. It's not a horrible area to scout. With 5 micros. I would only target 150, 160, 170 on this account. I just want to make it to payday. I wonder if I should wait. I think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. If we reach 7,000, I'll scalp that. 7,000 should be like almost here. Currently, they're a little bit out of sync because ES touched this tick right here, or this wick, and NQ hasn't. So NQ is like a tiny bit stronger, but I mean, not by much. Not by anything that makes me want to just get in on this long trade. We can't seem to break above the opening, which is 25362. Break above it, so I don't like that. You're on a path to become a Grand Trader Master? Maybe. I'm also working on my trading as I get payouts too. That's why I'm still learning new stuff. Like this whole scalping thing, I'm still learning. When you get to 1 mil, start applying to hedge funds and stuff? Probably not. Trading prop firms is a lot different than trading you know, real money, brokerage accounts and stuff like that. Yeah, it's not worth it. Like, I know somebody who's taken out $1 million last year. He's taken out 1.25 million. He's not looking to become a hedge fund manager or whatever. And what's crazy is that even him, he's still working on his models, and he's already taken out $1 million. So I've taken out about 150k, probably 170k ish, and I'm still working on my models. Like, he's still back testing, I'm still back testing. You should percentage earnings, if anything. No, it's not worth it to become a hedge fund manager. I don't like how we couldn't break above this yellow line. This opening, I really don't like it. So I think I'm just gonna wait. Like, what I wanted to see was just continuation up, and then maybe a dip back below to this yellow line and then buy it, but We shot up. I wasn't awake for this. I was actually asleep for this 25394. But I would have taken a scalp up here 2539, like around the 400 level, and it's got really close. A scalp short here. Like I could try a scalp at this support area, but I don't want to. I mean, it's for 10 points, so it probably doesn't, it's not the end of the world if I go into 5 micros here and DCA 5 somewhere down here. Like down here-ish. Try to get a little pop. But this is like a warning sign to me. We break down, we had a good bullish day actually. Here. So maybe it's not a dead cat bounce like I thought it was, right? But we still don't know for sure yet. I just don't think this range is worth it to scalp. So I'm waiting for down here. Around 200-ish. It's like 260-ish. 220-ish. Around here. What does suck is that now I have a lot less accounts and I'm done trading. I have like, how many accounts do I have? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 10. I have 10 accounts in total right now. And 4 5 and 8 of them are already done trading for the day. So like I want to get in here, I want to get in here, I want to get in here and here, but I don't have the accounts for it. I usually like to limit my accounts to like 1 trade per day. And if I get all of them wrong, then I get all of them wrong. But the way that I trade, it's not about getting all of them right, it's about taking payouts. And this is why I didn't want to scalp along. ES is just kind of dying. It's not getting any love from the market. I do like this area though. This previous day high. But if ES is weaker, it's a decent amount weaker, you can see. So maybe I should just go for whichever one is lower, whichever one hits first. 311. I'm honestly like, I don't even know if I want to take a scalp at 311, even though we have this huge wick here. Was this MOC? I don't even remember what this was. I was done trading yesterday, or this New York session, very early, because I take trades overnight, and if I win the scalp like today and yesterday, I don't touch those accounts because those accounts are closer to a payout. Wants to find 311. Yeah. Feels like it'll test it. Like this rejection is not good. I don't like seeing these. Like, let me see if I can find any other examples of these where the overnight just couldn't break it. I usually wanted to test, like this was one. I think I was trading this day and I remembered it, and it was like a red flag. We dip below, we try to break above the opening, and then we couldn't. Sort of same thing here. Oh, that's why it happened 2 days in a row. So I remember these 2 days. We never broke above this opening high, or this open right price. And when we did get close to it, we just couldn't break above it. And I'm pretty sure this was a day with no news. I'm just not a big fan of these days. So I think I'm just gonna be more cautious and just kind of chill out right now. Today was no news day. Today was a very not too crazy of a day. I mean, we only reached like minus 200 plus, so 400 range, 400 point range day. This overnight action makes me not want to long, but this New York session action makes me want to just buy every dip. But is this dip good enough to buy? Maybe it was. You would have already gotten your 10 points here if you got in at 15-ish, 13-ish, 15. Maybe this is the good thing about scalps, where you can find an area of a ton of wicks and just scalp it. Like this big wick, this area of wicks, right? This wick right here, this whole area of wicks right here, and you just scalp it. You're not looking for 40 points. You don't want to be a hero and go for 40 points, right? And it is the overnight, so even getting 30 points is very good for the overnight. But if you size up with a little bit of a negative R to R trade, I mean, these 10 points can go a long way. You're speaking my strategy. That's exactly what I do all day. It's just something that like I've been like brainstorming and just thinking about, where it's like, why go for these huge moves? I will go for some huge moves, like if it taps this green line during New York, and if we tap this green line, I'll go for like 80 point plays. But in between, where it's like just noise, like you can scalp noise. I feel like even right now, it's not a horrible idea just to get in on a long here and just go for like 10 points. It's not the worst. I mean, I already missed it, so I'm not going to. Are you trading nighttime only and hold? I'm not holding. Nighttime for me is mostly just scalping. Like 10 points, 15 points. If it's a count that I don't care about, then maybe like 30, 40 points. But I size up pretty heavy. Like for me, I don't usually just jump in with 10 micros, but for the overnight I do, just because the range is a lot less. My buddies laugh at me. I call myself a 10-point trader. Time plus range is your scalp. Right. And usually if you can hop in on a bigger trend, you can sort of capture these scalps a lot easier. If you just think about, like, look at this string for the past 2 days. Let me just think about longing where there's like areas of support on a dip, because we've been so strong. Now, also the good thing about scalps is that you can make 10 points either way. It doesn't matter, just because it's so like just noise will get you your 10 points if you're able to survive. Right, like right now the odds of me getting 10 points is pretty decent. Even if I were to just jump in right now and just hold it, if I want to hold it for a negative a very negative RR trade, I could just hold it for 10 points. And the odds of you getting closer to a payout is pretty decent. Which is why I've been messing around with scalps, but I don't have a scalp model. Like all my scalps are discretionary trades, which is not horrible on my end, but it's not great. I say the discretionary, but like I bought for a reason. I bought at this area of support and this area of support. Like this area of support is where I bought, and I bought at this area of support right here. So it's not like I'm just like YOLO. I'm buying it for a reason. But what sucks is I don't really have the stats to back it up. If someone knows how to scalp NQ nicely, no need to hold for a long time. Little jump in 2K done. Well, 2K not necessarily. I'm going for like $200 scalps, which is 10 points on 10 micros. If you want 2K for 10 points, you'll need 10, or you'll need 100 micros, which is 10 minis. And there's no account that can survive that. Yeah, 100, 250 per scalp is what you're looking for, yeah. And the reason you don't do a 2K scalp is because it's not like when there's noise up and down. So you need to survive. When you're long, you need to survive the noise down. When you're short, you need to survive the noise up. So if you go for 2K, that's 100 micros. No account will survive that. Unless you have like $100,000 of drawdown. Because how much am I willing to risk? I'm honestly willing to risk like 1K or 800 bucks. It's like a 4-to-1 risk to reward. So 40 points with 10 minis, that's like $8,000. So you'll need about like 100K in balance if you want to do that as a scalp. Maybe this area was decent. I already missed my chance though. I really do want to get in like here. 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 Down here. 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was a good short. You're just playing this little range right here of wicks. You're trying to find the technique where you risk 175 to 2K on NQ. Yeah, so like that's considered a scalp. And a lot of people teach that. Negative RR is very bad. But the thing about negative RR is that it's very bad if you're on a personal account. On prop firms, a negative RR is actually pretty good. Because a negative RR means you're likely going to have more wins than losses. So if you have a lot of prop accounts and you have more wins than losses, even if it's negative, more and more of your accounts will start heading towards a payout, assuming you don't trade them all at the same time, right? They don't all take the same loss. And the idea of that and scalping and negative RR is very similar to how I trade. Like, I don't trade to be a good trader. I trade to make money. That's the crazy thing about prop firms. You don't have to be a good trader to make money. Like, I'm not the best trader in the world, but you know, I show you guys payouts every single week. I'm gonna have a payout today after market closes. So that's why if I ever do teach something, I think it'll be very valuable. No one's gonna teach what I teach. I wonder if it's legal. There's a nice little pop there. If I ever do end up teaching something, I need to ask like ChatGPT, like, what am I allowed to teach? Because if you guys know who Ross Cameron is, he got sued. Legal to what? Like, if you have a course or a premium Discord, there's certain stuff you can get sued over. You're doing it for entertainment? Yeah. I need to make sure I have all my legal stuff. So basically I'll plaster everywhere like this is all hypothetical, yada yada yada. That was a nice little pop. It's like, it has to be entertainment. I'm not allowed to tell you guys where to buy, where to short. I'm not allowed to frame it in a way where you're guaranteed to make money. I was reading up on this like after I broke 80K, or whenever that one stream where I talked about like whenever I would go like on a premium Discord. I started looking it up and just making sure that I have my ground covered. I wonder if I could have taken this. Like, I need to think about like the scalp. Like, was this a decent second entry? I mean, it was decent, yes. But what size? 5 micros? 5 micros for 150 is like what? 15-ish points? And then how long do I want to hold? 40 points? On 5 micros, that's 400 bucks. 40 points, 260, 270-ish. 40 points from here. 1624, 274. What is the entry model? That is a great question. It will be this price level right here. We bounce off of 318. Right. That is a very small bounce though. But on the 1 minute you can see it more cleaner. On a 5 minute it's just like you'll miss it if you don't dive into that area here. Usually when I try to find support and resistance, it's like a decent reaction. Like this is a good reaction here. This is a decent reaction here. Right? This is a decent reaction here. Decent reaction. Decent reaction. Right? Really good reaction here. Maybe a break above these wicks for 10 points. Ten micros on a pop up. Pop up 80, 58, like 40. I like how strong this is. This just feels against me though. Like I'm always like I want to dip into my buy. Like dip into my buy down here, but I kind of want to buy this pop here with 10 micros. Let's do 5 micros. Give me a pop above here. Pop above here and I'll just scalp it for 150. And if I were to hold this, 5 micros is not horrible for 40 points. 40 points, 300 down here. I don't... If anything, I should buy down here. I already missed it though. Buy 5 on the pop, buy 5 on the dip. If it does dip, DCA to the middle of this range and hold it. 10 micros here. For about 40 points. 40 points is 800 though. 40 points from 2.4 is 280. That's a far fall. Let me... Like, yeah, 40 points. If we fall down here, then okay, that's fine. Like, that'll invalidate whatever I want to think about it. I want to buy 5 here. Now, I don't normally do this. 5 here, 5 on the dip. If we dip, DCA to 324-ish, or DCA to wait for a larger dip, DCA down to 314, 318. Now, what's 140 or 150 from here? 349. Like, this is not a greedy ask right here. 349. I'm just kind of playing this range. Now, what I don't want to see happen is that I don't want to see ES just start nosediving, which, I mean, no one can predict when something's going to nosedive. So if it nosedives, then it nosedives. Hard stop, I want like 40-ish points from here, which is like 300. Like this. 293. Like, yeah, if we go down to 293, I don't want to hold this anymore. 93 right here. I mean, look at this drop. Need to hold 330? Yeah. Yeah, if we drop down here, then I'm 100% okay with closing out. I mean, look at this drop. So I definitely don't want to be in this position here. So I'll risk 400. I don't mind. Now I did say I want a DCA, but how much? Like, do I want to double my position? Going with one. So that's the need for me to hold a scalp. It's the same reason both ways. You want 20 points, you gotta get out for 10, 15. Yeah, I'm trying a pretty, this is a pretty negative RR trade. Nice. This was exactly where I wanted to buy it too. Like, do I want to buy it? Here's my cost average, 324. 324 to 293 is about 600. 600 is not the end of the world. This was the better buy, which was what I should have waited for. $320, 323, 320, 26, 26, 30 points, 30 points on 10 micros, 600. This is like experimentation you probably shouldn't do with a funded account. The more that I think about this. Did say I want to buy here. I'll add 2 micros here. 320. $319. $510 here, so if I want to scalp 160, now we lower it to this. The original target is still not a horrible scalp. It's like, do I want to take a base hit or do I want to, where's my original, like 349? might be a base hit. I just wanted 160 just for a payday trade or a trading day, like whatever they count it. Let's see if we get a bump or if we're gonna crash out. Small range on this overnight so far. Oh man, it's already 7:42. I'll let this trade play out and then I'll probably close up shop. Not much going on. Because the next long I want to enter is like 50 points below. Like 2 right here. This is boring. Should I add size just to get out of this quicker? I'm not gonna do that. Just get up there. I don't even want like my original price target. I just want 162. That's all I'm asking. I could just close this and literally just go to sleep. And if I lose a, what RR is this? Like 162 to 4,000. If I lose like a 44 to 1 trade, all right, then that's what happens. Let's see where I do blow up. 4-4. $25,000. That's where I'll blow up. I think 510 was what it was. 510. So NQ was acting stronger candle by candle. Now it's a little bit weaker with this dip below the low. So I don't like to see that. You can see ES never dipped below the low here. This is kind of like a red flag. This makes me want to exit this position. Or close out of this and jump in 5 micros on my other account. If we don't get some love soon. Like, this is not a horrible spot to be in, but the entry was right here. I was too greedy on my entry here. What, like my 33? That was too greedy. This was the entry. 17, 18, like what we were talking about before. Because then I can hold for an even deeper dip. I think I have some basketball games I want to watch tonight. So can this thing hurry up? The games are already starting. I think I'm gonna exit out of this. Unless ES gets some love, like right now, I'm gonna exit out of this. Like I really don't like this trade. I liked holding long up here when NQ was showing that it was stronger than ES. But candle by candle, it's just getting weaker and weaker. Like I don't want to hold this. There's still a little bet that it could bounce from 300 here. Let's watch ball. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna close up shop. I'll let this play out. I really want to close it, but I'm gonna let this play out. So you'll know if I won and lost this trade depending on where we hit 293 or 341. If we get really close down here to 300, I might just add in a couple micros, just because then each click of this buy button will add like what, like 20 bucks to this order. And it drags this down further and brings my profit target closer. So I'm gonna head out and I'm gonna watch some basketball. Let's go. All right, man, peace out. Hopefully I'll see you in New York, and hopefully this trade hits. Who knows? We'll see.